Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Blood from a Stone. Ooh, a tale of love and dread in RPG. That's the subtitle for this. I never really say that, but that is technically what's always on the thing. Hi, everybody. Hi, players.
Yeah, what's up, bro?
Oh man, we have a very exciting game for you tonight because last week was a bloodbath. So we got a lot of new people plus a goblin.
That's me.
We'll be getting into the game shortly here. As always, if you enjoy watching this or upon watching this, enjoy it. If you'd like to watch something that's much more lighthearted and superhero based, check us out on Mondays for Top Flight on the same Twitch stream in the same time slot. And one of our players from that, who plays Armament, a superhero, Dan, is here as our guest player this week. Everyone this week, aside from me, is somewhat dressed up. They're basically completely dressed up in costume for their characters, which is really bringing a lot of high energy to this. And I hope people don't die too early and force premature costume changes, because I would feel bad about those who went to trouble to look right.
Well, Philip, I do want to say I'm in like a tilted mullet situation where I'm like business on top but party on the bottom.
That's fair.
Sweet.
The clothing of the mullet of clothing, as it were. Well, very good. Well, yes. Before we begin, I will mention just to all of our players and also to any viewers checking this out, I will need the players to let me know when they roll those sweet natural 13s. So far, the count is at 10.
For sure, bro.
What number am I trying to get to? Who's to say? Also, somebody asked me this recently. I will go ahead and throw this out there. My natural 13s don't count. It is only when the players do it. So if it were mine counting, you guys would be very screwed already. But yes. That is all I'll say sort of before we get into this. Now, last week I was so excited for the game, I forgot to read an invocation. So I am reading last week's invocation now, just so it's on the record. Then we'll read this week's, and then we'll get into the game and see what kind of horror mayhem occurs here on Blood from a Stone. Invocation for Chapter 5 goes as follows. I know that you love me. There's no need to talk. I see the look in your eyes, and I got the proof. And there are no lies on your body, so take off your dress. I just want to get at the truth. Chapter 6 begins tonight, and it is this. Oh God, I love this one. I've been looking for an original sin, one with a twist and a bit of a spin. And since I've done all the old ones, since they've all been done in, now I'm just looking, then I'm gone with the wind, endlessly searching for an original sin. So, when last we left our soul, that's not technically true, but our soul surviving and returning player, Rax the Goblin, who wandered into a very strange place from his home after being caught in some mist, briefly allied himself with a few juvenile big gobs. And they were somewhat helpful. One gave him medicine, which made him go a little crazy. He eventually returned to that one, and he was healed by a priest. He met a very powerful person who could actually speak his goblin language, which was a nice feature. Some conversations happened he didn't really follow. Then the nice man who spoke goblin put his hand on a girl's head and crushed it, and then shot another girl out of the sky, and Rax figured, well, if I can't pull these fingers off this girl's body, there's no reason for me to stay. So rather than getting a snack of lady fingers, Rax rushed off into the night out of this house, past a large butler who didn't notice him because Rax is very small and very good at kind of hiding and running. So Rax, my question for you is, you are out here running.
Yes.
What is your plan? Where are you trying to go? What kinds of things are you looking for?
Well, away from dangerous gobs, for sure.
So you simply want to find something that is safe.
Rax always has an eye out for treasure.
So
And
safe
things.
and expensive. Got it.
Or food.
Safe, expensive food.
Or shiny.
Safe, expensive, shiny food. In that case, first make
Yes.
for me a perception check.
Okay. Natural 20.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
So
23.
Wow, so Rax wants food and expensive things. Well, okay. Rax,
Yes.
would you please make a survival check? I'm gonna give you advantage on this because you caught a whiff of something. You saw some glimmering lights through the mist. You have a sense.
19.
19, Rax. I don't know that the goblins of Clan Swivric, or Swervik, as it were, depending. Swerviks, yeah. I don't know if the goblins of your clan have ever been delighted by the culinary masterpiece called the corn dog. But
we don't eat corn, we eat dog.
exactly. Well, and you probably don't even know that's what this would be called. However, like in an old-fashioned cartoon, this tendril of aroma has snaked its way through the mist, and you catch it, and you can tell that there is rich, salty, oily deliciousness, and it even smells expensive. And there is, kind of in the opposite direction from where you all came, to this house, you can see this kind of several lights glowing in the distance. And as you travel there very well with your 19, you take a little while. You find that night has fallen in this town they call Paradise. And before you is what looks like a very, very strange castle. It's very flat and it expands in just, it seems like it's all only one level or two levels tall, but it has a very, very wide footprint. You're not sure you've ever seen a building just this broad from end to end before. The ground surrounding it is perfectly flat and covered in these just simple white runes of straight lines, delineating spaces about 15 feet wide and 20 feet long in just rows
and look for
and
traps.
rows and rows. Please make an investigation check. Also, lighting this area, and this is what drew you to it, are these massive tall poles on which bright lights are burning against the dark clouds and mist. And though this field leading towards this structure is devoid of anything except for a couple of those strange carriages you saw, a few of them are sitting within the bindings of these white runes on the ground. It's all very kind of quiet and deserted.
I suspect magic.
Understand?
I stay out of the light. I roll an 8 on my investigation to avoid any traps.
You see
and
no
I avoid
traps.
the lines as much as I can.
Never step on the lines. Understood. You're hopping those. Make a stealth check in that case.
So that's a natural one. So that's a 7.
A 7. So
My stealth check. I'm good at stealth. Why? I'm too worried about the magic. Too much magic.
there's too much magic. You're worried about stepping on any of these things might be a rune. So basically, as we sort of take it out of Rax's POV and we watch a small goblin moving across an empty mall parking lot, like worried about stepping on the lines of the parking lot, there are, in fact, a couple of cars parked there. And when you get up here, Rax, you discover that one of the doors into this structure, a glass door of steel, has already been pried open, or has been opened and is propped open with a brick on the ground.
I get my crossbow out. And then I sneak in.
Wonderful. Make another
the
stealth
smell.
check.
It's a 2.
All right.
8.
So,
Super sneaky.
in the closed mall food court where a few teenagers have broken in for some illicit after-hours fun. You all hear a noise. I think you probably all heard it a little earlier, but just assumed it was like a car passing or a dog in the parking lot or something. But what you now all hear, kind of down one of the many hallways leading to sort of like the food court atrium where we'll say you're all hanging out right now, you hear this as the door is slightly opened and closed. And then you hear probably a muttered like, and a few footsteps.
Is this where the smell's coming from?
If you are following the smell,
Yes.
and thinking that you have stealthed, let's go to our let's introduce, if we could. Dan, would you introduce the first of our trio here?
Yeah. So I'm a Chester D. Rhinestone the third. Most people who know me call me Chaz, unless I have specifically designated them as someone who can't call me Chaz, because for whatever reason, maybe they're not cool, maybe they're maybe they just suck, or maybe they're lame. I don't know. I mean, but so teachers try and call me Chaz, but they can't. And I'm a real cool lacrosse player. I play MIDI. I'm getting scouted by a lot of colleges in the area. Hopefully I'll go where my father and my grandfather played, but you never know. It's anyone's game.
All right. Liv.
Whatever. Yeah, I'm like Chip Barrington the third and whatever. Forget this lacrosse player. It's all about water polo. That's where it's at. Our families know each other and we're super not tight. It's obnoxious that he's here. Whatever.
Yeah. Chip can't
Anyway.
call me Chaz.
That is right. We have Chip and Chaz, both of whom are the third. This was not planned. This was independent evolution. And this was Deep Impact Armageddon. And then the last member of that group, Laura.
Yeah, so I'm Kitty Cat Stratton, and I'm the
Yeah,
head of the
you
cheer
are.
squad. And I'm hanging out with, these guys because, they're kind of losers, but they're popular losers, and that's really all that's important. But I definitely have, the highest grades, and I'm shooting for Ivy League schools because I just, I want to do it all. I want all the boys, all the A's, and just, my squad to stop effing up.
Remember how in the first session we had an Alice Sheedy, she was like a weirdo, like an outcast, and we had Greg in a wheelchair doing stage magic, and we had a kid who was who wanted to be the Karate Kid, and I was like, I'm gonna feel bad about killing them. Anyway, these three individuals who sort of snuck in here just out of well, let's face it, with 2 1/3 entitlement. We will, however, pause as the three of them kind of hanging out here in this atrium, spot a small hooded figure, kind of stealthily, but not stealthily enough, peering around to the side of this now closed mall food court. And Rax, I will say, because you rolled so high on the perception earlier, you can tell that the odor you are looking for is from this one stall that kind of has these stripes of blue and yellow and red in these big even colors. You cannot understand the squiggles, but it would say hot dog on a stick if you could. But right now, you do spot, with your passive perception, there are 3 big gobs. 2 boy gobs, 1 girl gob. And you're not sure if they've seen you, but
Okay.
I'm here to say the 3 of you have seen a small hooded figure with what looks like a weapon kind of in hand peering around a corner.
Yeah, did someone let in a middle schooler?
Is
Yeah,
there a way
What is
around them?
that?
Bruh. I think someone needs to tell Zeke this dank or whatever they gave us is messed up. The fuck is that?
Rax
Are we
doesn't think he's
smoking
seen.
mints?
Is there a way past them?
Yes, I think that if you Rax would
Rax
think
will continue to attempt to sneak past them.
one more stealth check, please, Rax.
I rolled another natural one.
Wow.
That's a 7. It's 2 natural ones and a natural 2.
So in other
Crazy.
words, you see this figure, whether it's middle
right.
schooler or figment of some Zeke provided hallucinations or what, look for a moment and then begin like cartoon tiptoeing, rattling like the security rail things that are down at some of the stores as it begins making its way around the side. Destination uncertain.
I do keep my crossbow pointed at them as I sneak by.
Very good.
Yo, are you up past your bedtime, little guy?
This is like some weird.
Yo,
What's he doing?
I think I'm high.
Yeah.
Oh.
Rax like looks
Hi.
around to see who he's talking to and then keeps sneaking.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You.
little dude,
Hey.
we can see you.
Excuse me.
Like, dude.
Me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you.
Don't move.
Yo,
Rax.
yo. You okay
Gob,
there, bro?
don't move, Gob. Stay there, Gob.
Gob?
Rax keeps walking towards the food.
All right, Rax, you do make it with this as these three individuals, and now that like Rax is like passing in and out of kind of like the half on, half off lights, you do see that Rax seems to be wearing like a Halloween mask or something. This is like a very intense looking like like ridged green skinned face. But Rax, you do make it to this kind of, and there's like a cage over the front. Like a very thin cage with these, like you couldn't really squeeze through it. But you do notice like a lock at the bottom of it.
Let's see if he
Yo,
thinks he can
little
do
dude,
it.
it's not trick or treat time.
Open. You open. Open.
Are you
Yo, are you hungry, bro?
okay?
Get food. Open. Open.
Yo, he just got the munchies too.
Yeah.
Gobs, open.
Oh, you want some some corn dogs, bro? Is that what you're looking for?
Corn, no good. Dog, good.
So you just
What?
want like the hot dog part?
Yeah, just the hot dog. I guess they can do it raw.
What
Hot
drugs
dog,
are
cold
you
dog.
on?
All dog good.
Raw dog.
That's a good one.
Raw dog good. Yeah.
Oh, who told this kid this stuff?
Oh my god, yeah, you must have an older brother or something. Yeah, let's try and open this up.
Yes, open.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what we're gonna do.
You approach it, and yes, you see a security kind of roller. It's like the sort of caged clear kind where you can see the sort of like after hours lights off counters,
Sure.
almost cleaned of this corn dog of this small food court corn dog place.
I mean, is there like there's no like alarm systems or security systems here, right?
As you make an
It says
investigation
corn
check.
dog stand.
Investigation check.
Yeah, I'm sure
Let's
that'll-
see.
Seems like
It's
it
gonna
would.
pan out well. Yeah,
Why
that's
would
a.
they put that up?
I don't know. I mean, that's a 6. It seems fine to me.
You cannot imagine there would be security on the hot dog place.
Right. So I'm just gonna try and I'm gonna like uncork the end of my lacrosse stick and like stick it into the lock, try and like crack it open.
Fair enough. Make an attack roll.
Sick.
While this is happening, Rax kind of.
Philip, I have
Sticks
some
a hand in
amazing
his-
news for you.
Do you?
So that's a 16 overall, but that is a 13 on the die.
That was a cool thing to happen right now.
I'm
Oh,
so
boy.
happy to have helped everyone out.
If I roll a 13 right now, if I can do
So-
this, That will be the coolest thing. Oh man.
I mean, it's just
man.
proper. It's just proper that like a cool dude like me had that 13 rolled. Hang on, let me put this in chat too.
What's the thing for the 13?
On a 13.
No. I mean, what's
In the chat.
In the chat.
Oh, it's one of the emotes. Yeah.
For sure. Gotcha.
So, guys,
Did you roll 13?
Fuck.
I did.
Yeah.
So never mind the
shit.
plans.
Yes.
So-
yes, sick, bro.
As you
my.
as you crunch it in, roll your damage upon crunching that down. It always happens when people are breaking locks or like picking locks.
That's a
Yeah.
4.
Whenever we're entering places we're not supposed to be.
This is the briefest character introduction ever.
I'm so happy right now.
Oh
Yo.
my God.
I'm just
So
the
like I for sure brought my rifle.
You brought your rifle into the mall?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
they
fair
have a no firearms allowed policy here, bro.
Yeah, but you guys broke in.
This is Texas?
Yeah.
Is this Texas?
You guys
That's
broke
what's
in after
happening?
the fact, but okay.
God.
So that was. I'm sorry.
This
How
is-
much damage was that?
4 points of damage overall.
All right. So you think if you like hit it a few more times.
Right? I mean, I think little dude's got a great idea. I'm kind of hungry too, you know. Like maybe the stuff from Zeke wasn't mids after all. What if I roll another 13 on this attack roll?
So
that I'm
you
gonna
go.
try
Yeah,
and
go
hit
ahead.
right
You will get one more as this is happening. I'll actually guess I should roll for all of them.
now? Oh my god, they were so close. That was a 12 on the die
Wow.
for a 15 overall.
And none of you have, none of you would have high enough for that. Okay, so, you hit it in. That also will damage. So go ahead and roll the damage on it.
That's another 9. I rolled an 8 on my D8.
Great. Okay, so you think like one more good hit will sort of open this, and the rest of you are kind of crowded around looking. Go ahead.
Tell me a thing or two about good hits.
There.
Oh my god, so close. Another 12 on the die.
Oh man, that would be so fun if we had two going at once, because that.
I
could
know,
happen.
right? That's only 2 points. They giveth and they taketh away. Oh, I kind of rolled it's just a 1 on
Yeah,
fire.
two points is you're kind of you're really not quite there. So, oh yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I'm sorry, little fella. I'm trying my best.
However, as you continue doing this, I would say any of you who have a perception of a passive perception of 11 or higher.
What do I have? Ooh, I do.
All right, so Rax
Rax will live.
and Chip kind of like feel like they hear something shifting, and you guys turn around, and it's from an area where none of you were standing earlier, so perhaps you just didn't notice it, but you see it's a large number. You see 6 mannequins wearing just like nice, like preppy, polos and khakis or dresses, all just kind of like about 30 feet from you guys, all just standing kind of still. You don't recall them being set up like on the far side of the food court, but they're all standing there. Rax?
Can Rax recognize that they are mannequins and not actual people?
Make a I'll let you make a perception check kind of as you like you glance over them. Yeah.
Can I
21.
smell like the whiff of Hollister in the air?
A
Yeah, what a
21.
great scent.
They look inanimate to you. They look like statues, but not like made of stone or metal. They look like they're like painted or something. Maybe they're wood or whatever they are. They don't look like. They don't look like. But they're not people. You're pretty confident of that. And as for if you smell the perfume, go ahead and make a perception check as well, Chip.
Oh. Chip? Yeah.
Let's see. 19.
You do not smell any perfume other than whatever you and Chaz are wearing. And maybe if you boys were a little reasonable with the application today, you might also be able to smell whatever Kitty has on. But realistically, it's an axe factory.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Oh, show.
so you guys see them there. You thought you kind of heard something, but they seemed like just statues. And Rax, you hadn't seen over there yet. This is like from the other side of the place. Are you going to keep hitting? You think one more good hit will do it?
Yeah, dude, I'm at snack time.
Cool.
It's time to snack.
So he turns back around.
But what?
Oh my god, it's an 11 on the die, so it's a 14 overall.
14 does not even hit. This time you just kind of like scrape the side of it, and it's not working. In that strike, however,
Weak sauce.
No, I don't see you. I don't see you doing anything.
I mean, I could try to shoot the door open, bro.
you've got like a rifle. Kitty, what are you doing during all of this? Rax is clearly like still gobs, whatever, but you know, you want some food, and the boys are over there being boys. So what are you up to, Kitty?
I take a little of the cheese and meats from my pocket, by the way.
Sure.
I'm
Oh man, you got food.
watching it all go down. My arms are crossed. I'm just rolling my eyes at all these boys, and I'm reapplying my lipstick.
Okay. Tell you what, you reapply your lipstick. Do you do that in like a mirror?
Yes.
Love it. So you pull up your mirror, and something strange as you apply your lipstick. Make a perception check. You just saw some movement, you think.
Uh, 16.
16, a 15 had been rolled, so you see something moving, and you turn around, and there are two more mannequins standing, like, these were definitely not there a minute ago. One is, like, in, you know, like a suit like this, and the other one is, like, in a dress, like a cocktail dress, just kind of...
I like keep staring at them and won't take my eyes off them as I yell over to the others. You guys, something. I feel like something's a little weird with these mannequins. They're kind of creepy.
Yeah, like I noticed them earlier. Were they there before?
They weren't here before.
At this point, Chip, I think if you are looking, you do see that Kitty is pointing to a pair that you are more confident were not there before.
Yeah, no, they were for sure not there, dude.
Great.
Well, man, do you have some friends running around, like, pranking us? Is this...
Those not real cops. Not important. Open. Cage. Get food.
All right,
Philip,
like,
I have a
very
question.
funny. I get it. You're distracting us while your friends prank us.
Absolutely,
What
go
is
ahead.
this?
What?
So, do I guess, like, have we heard weird things about the mall before? Like,
No? I mean, you know, everyone in town hears weird things about all the horrific things that happen here, but you kind of just, like, ignore them because, whatever,
Right,
you're
cool, yeah,
going
why
to
not?
live forever.
Of course,
So,
yeah.
so yeah, go ahead and,
Sure.
go ahead
Well,
and
okay,
make
so
a-
what I want to do this time is I want to, like, instead of trying to stab it, like, can I, like, get the end of my stick in there and, like, try and, like, crack it open? Like, try and get some leverage on there?
Absolutely. Make an athletics check for that.
Fantastic. I can do that. Oh my gosh, that's a 21.
21, yes. So this time, you, rather than continue to break it, you kind of put it in and just shove up. And it raises. And you know this was not here, like 3 seconds ago as you were doing it. There is a mannequin standing in there, wearing the uniform shirt and hat of the people who work
shit.
at this place, just kind of standing like... And then that mannequin looks at you.
Oh no.
Could you please make a wisdom saving throw?
I mean, I can certainly try. That's a non-natural one.
A non-natural one. You are
Yikes, dude.
paralyzed with fear.
Oh shit.
Let's
Can't-
roll
Jazz
initiative.
is a little bitch.
Remember when we got a horror surge here? Oh man, I didn't even. This is great.
Jazz is a little bitch.
Yeah.
22.
22, Kitty on the draw.
Oh, nice.
Anybody else over 20?
Nope.
No.
Anybody over 15?
Yeah, I got an 18. Dude.
18 for old Chip. Okay.
I felt good about Rax's chances till the initiative happened.
What did you have, Chaz?
I wish I rolled like this.
Oh, I
in
didn't know.
my
Chaz
game.
has an 11.
11. Ooh, okay, Chaz.
Rax has a 12.
12 for Rax. Okay. So mannequin. Ooh, that one's pretty good. Dang.
I'm so happy to have been able to bring birth into this world, this amazing experience for us all.
Oh boy, guys.
You're never playing with us again.
Chip, for no reason, what is your dexterity modifier?
That's a bad question to ask.
Great, wonderful.
I'm super dexterous, kitty. It's +1, you know. Don't want to brag.
Sick dog, mine too.
Kitty, you can do something. You see this
Great.
happening.
So I see the mannequins move.
You see the mannequins have moved. One has moved and like turned its face, and you almost felt like a pulse as it looked. It's just like its eyes, despite being painted on, seem to open slightly, and you see Chaz just like freezing up before it.
I'm like absolutely disgusted. I run up and I mutter, I was saving this for Anna because she just won't land her tumbles. And can you tell I don't cheer?
Oh my god.
Front flips.
And she's so bad at tumbles.
And I smash my pom-pom into the mannequin. And how does that work, Philip?
So
because I don't have it written down.
Oh no, we do in fact have that for. Oh no, we don't, did we? I don't think I named it, but it is. Yeah, go for it. Make the attack roll. You do with your dexterity is not nothing. You have a +5 to hit here. I know we have your pom poms thing. I know I wrote.
What's the?
You
Was it like a
martialize your
D4?
pom poms.
She has a knife hidden in her pom.
I'm hiding a
Jesus.
You
Switchblade
save this
in
for
it?
another girl. You save this for another girl on your team. That's radical, bro.
All right.
Thanks.
So go ahead. My God.
Showgirl
guys.
shit.
Go ahead and make your attack roll.
It is a 15.
15 hits. So roll your damage.
I don't see it up here.
Oh, I'm
What
so
is the
sorry.
damage dice for that?
I started and then didn't. It's a D4.
That we decided. Okay, that's what I thought, but I wasn't sure.
Whoops. Yes.
The D4
Chaz
plus
is
anything?
going.
Plus 3?
+3 for you. Yeah.
Neat. Well, that's a 4. When I say 4, a 1 plus 3.
You stab into this mannequin. And like cut something of it, and the head is like, if you had to guess, you think the head is 7/8 of the way for being severed. But
God.
it's still kind of like hanging on there, but it's very low. Like it looks like it's about to fall off.
Ugh, that's disgusting. I love it.
You got a dark side. I dig it.
You have to be the head of the cheer squad.
Well, you do that. That prompts one of the mannequins behind you to move. It is going to rush up and it is going to attack you, Kitty.
Dang it.
Does an 8 hit your armor class?
Good question. It doesn't, surprisingly.
Wonderful. It will swing again. Does a 10 hit your armor class?
It just hits, yeah.
Okay. Could you make a wisdom saving throw as well, please?
Oh, good lord. Well, I rolled a 3, so it's a 2.
A 2. You are also now frightened of this thing. You are not, however, paralyzed. And you take 7 points of damage. As this mannequin, reaches for you and slashes, up your stomach,
How many? 7?
7.
Okay.
Chip, your go.
Okay. How far away are we from where we were originally hanging out?
From where you guys were originally hanging out, you all moved up maybe 15 feet over there or so. And the mannequins are not there. The mannequins are coming in from the other side, from kind of the other 2 sides.
Okay, because I need to dash over there and grab my gun.
You can do that without provoking opportunity. So you can run over, grab your gun. Okay, you have a gun. Congratulations.
Nice. Cool. I just clocked what you sent me. Ooh, that sucks for me though.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. Cool.
There you go.
Yeah. So dude, fucking hitting girls ain't cool.
So you're gonna shoot the one that attacked?
I'm gonna shoot the one that attacked her. Yeah.
Wonderful. Take your shot, please.
Alright. Uh, 19.
19 hits. Roll your damage. Hunting rifles do some damage, by the way, guys.
Yeah. Wait, I don't know what I did. Where is it? There it is. Okay.
2d10 plus 1.
2d10 plus 1.
It's not nothing at all.
No. Wait. No. There you are. 15.
15.
Yeah.
You shoot this mannequin, and its head explodes, and its blood-covered kind of hand, like the shrapnel tearing off the clothing on top. Honestly, Kitty, you probably do get cut with not damaging you, but you probably get some shards of mannequin slashing your face. But this mannequin and its blood-covered hand just falls to the ground as Chip is just kind of standing on a bench in the food court and shot it. Anything else? You have about 15 feet of movement left.
Is there is Kitty okay? Are there mannequins around her?
There's still a mannequin.
No.
Kitty is right next to one mannequin that has 1 hit point left. Basically, Kitty is right next to Chaz and this one mannequin with its head hanging off the side.
Okay, can I get to her?
Yeah, you can easily.
I'm gonna try and
Yeah,
get to her and put myself.
you're kind of just
Yeah.
oh man, that's brave. Wow, Chip's a really good guy. I take back everything I said about wanting him to die. Which will come up now because you just demonstrated that you're the threat. So 2 more mannequins are moving in. The first one comes to you, and it's this woman in a cocktail dress, and she just kind of opens her face, and this just ungodly, frightening face appears. This terrifying glare. Please make a wisdom saving throw.
Cool, because Chip's actually got some wisdom.
Yeah.
A little bit. He ain't too smart. That's why he just jumped in front of the girl.
I'll save you. Oh damn.
Oh shit. 19.
19. You are not scared of the mannequin. You should be, but
I
you're
should
not.
be. That's because I'm dumb.
The mannequin attacks. Now.
Water polo 1, lacrosse 0.
It is at this point that another one runs over, and it was going to try to attack you while you were frightened by the other. It's the man in the suit who was next to this one. It's going to come and it's going to take the first swipe at you. That will be a 22 to hit. I would imagine that hits.
That hits. Oh, show.
Ooh, but I roll very low on that. That is a mere 4 points of damage.
Okay.
Its second attack is a 6, so I don't think that hits you.
It doesn't hit me.
These things don't have a very high to hit on them. We'll get into some of that later. Rax, hey, it's your turn, Rax.
Okay. I want to take a quick look around. How
Okay.
many of these enemies are in?
So now there's
You?
one got shot. There's 2 attacking the guy with the stick that just made the big sound and the explosion. Some kind of weird spellcaster, you imagine. There's one with its head practically off. And then beyond those, basically like the 3 who are up and the one who's down, beyond those 4, there seem to be like 4 others in the distance.
Okay. How many are between me and the dogs?
1 is between you and the dogs.
Is that the one with that head is almost coming off?
One with the head almost off.
Okay. Rax is going to shoot it with the crossbow.
Wonderful. You are within 5 feet of it, so it has disadvantage on the attack. Now
Okay.
you could always spend a bonus action disengage to like run around it and then shoot it, but then you've spent your bonus action.
Yes, I'll do that. I'm
Okay.
gonna bonus action disengage, and then I want to run past it back to where the dogs are.
You're in.
Where I
You're,
smell the dogs.
you're now in the. You're in the chamber, and it reeks of dogs.
Before I leave the room, though, when I have enough range, then I will shoot it.
Yes, you can shoot. I mean, it is in the room that you're entering. Like they raised the thing, and it's in there. So you've run around it by disengaging and to shoot it. Go for it. Shooting in the back.
Yes. 11 plus 5, I think. So 11 plus 4, 15.
15 hits, and if you do any damage, you have shot. You basically shoot the head off of that one. It rips, and that mannequin also falls over.
And then I go find the dogs.
Cool. Yeah, that's fine. Make a investigation check. No, perception. What am I talking about?
Ooh, 21.
21. With your remaining movement, you can kind of. Are you proficient in acrobatics?
I am.
Yeah, then without even a check required, you go in there, you jump up on a counter, kind of like a steel metal table. What wondrous things they've created. You can smell it so strong, and you come and you find these 2 baskets. These are what smell of these delicious dogs. You've never smelled dogs that smelled this good, but you're game to try. But these 2 baskets, they're like over this large vat, and the whole thing just reeks of this odor you want, but it's empty.
What? Everything's empty?
It's empty.
Ugh. I just yell, "There's no dogs here!"
Horror after horror.
Ah.
Chaz, you are paralyzed until
Oh,
the
bro.
end of this creature's. You are frightened until the end of this creature's next turn, and while frightened, you are paralyzed. So you are paralyzed. Now it's the creature's
No.
turn. Oh, wait!
It's dead.
It's dead.
It's dead.
I'm gonna say you are not paralyzed.
Wake
saw it
up, little
destroyed.
Yeah.
bitch.
So you turn around and
Hey,
you have your
bro.
thing out. There are 2 of these things. Like one of them, like you see that Kitty has this like massive slash. Kitty's not looking good, and Chip doesn't look great. Chip has been hit, but now there's 2 of them like right on you guys.
Wake up, little bitch.
Yeah, hey, stop using foul language like that in front of a nice young lady, who's not doing too hot right now. Let's
Gotta do something.
God, oh man,
Not nice.
I want to oh God, can I like is there like any like debris or rubble on the ground that I can pick up with my 6 spoon and like sling at one of these things?
They're in melee with you.
They're in melee. Oh, then I'm just gonna
Yeah.
go ahead and stabby, my friends.
Cool. There's 2. Do you want to go after the woman in the cocktail dress or the guy in the suit?
It's bad form to attack a woman, so I'm gonna go after the guy in the suit.
Cool.
Plus
Respect.
maybe if I kill him, then my father will get me a job at the that he vacated. Oh my God, so close to getting. I've been rolling 12s and 11s all night after that 13. So that's going to be 15 to hit
15 hits.
for a total of 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. Takes out the gentleman,
What can I say?
leaving just the lady. See, what I'm
Excellent.
doing is, when it's a horror surge, here's a little peek under the hood. All monsters, because there's 13 of them, they're all at minimum hit points. So these guys who usually have 8d8, they just have 8 hit points.
That's very fantastic.
A
Philip.
fighting
Thank you so
chance.
much.
Don't worry, you'll all die. But, however, it is at this round that Kitty, we are starting the round over. You are up. Kitty, you're in very bad shape. Chaz is next to you, just stabbed one. There's still one right next to you. But now 3 of them have been destroyed, but you can see that like moving out of other stores around, more of these things are kind of like moving in slowly. Let's see how many more of the other 4 waiting come for you guys this round. Okay, cool.
Okay, so Kitty's kind of thinking about a lot right now because she's bleeding out and getting really dizzy and about to pass out. She's also freaking out because there's cuts all over her beautiful, pristine face. And there's all these monsters like coming towards her, and she just gets really, really upset and goes, "Oh, I hate my life," and casts Healing Word.
Oh, helpful. There is no more healing word than "I hate my life."
My life.
So go ahead and roll your healing on yourself for that.
That's a D4, right?
It's a D4, and to it you add 3. So actually,
God damn it!
did you roll a 1?
Yes.
You would have been back to full health had you rolled the 4 on it because you only took 7 points damage. But 4 hit points is better than none. You now have 5, I suppose.
5.
So
Maybe tank a hit right there, brah.
very good. All right, excellent. Way to go, Kitty. One of the mannequins in the distance is going to run forward. But it, you know what? It doesn't even have to close. It would be smarter than that. It's 30 feet. It's still 30 feet away, but again, it's going to try to terrify one of you. And of the 3 of you clustered there, Chip, wisdom save, please.
Dang. I
All gonna die. We're all gonna die.
not 20, so I'm at 22.
You are not frightened of these things. Unfortunately, you guys are not immune to the fear if you succeed on it, but you are not frightened of this thing. And with that, Chip, it is your turn again. So one of them is 30 feet from you, one is like right in your face, and then there's a couple more also like about like 60 feet who are going to start moving in.
Okay. Crap. Am I able to like... The one right in my face, I probably can't use the rifle. Right?
You can, but it will be a disadvantage on the attack roll to shoot the one in the... This is the one in the cocktail
right in front of me.
dress.
Can I like try to take the rifle and like bash its head?
Right, yes, you can absolutely use the rifle as an improvised weapon. However, you know what? You're proficient in rifle. I don't know. Everybody gets only 1 weapon proficiency. Do you think if you're proficient in rifle, you're proficient in using the rifle as a club?
I mean, I don't see why not.
Sure. Then in that
you gotta
case,
bash in some skulls.
in that case, yes, you can. It's a +3 to hit for this.
Alright,
As you try to smash it in the face.
Smash in the face. Come on. This is when I'm gonna roll shit. Feel it. Ugh. No! Fucking. Well,
13.
it's a 16.
Okay, so the good news is you hit, and the better news is I get to roll one of these.
We're up to 12.
Oh, it is so close to a Y. Oh, it's like just on the line, but it is not. So we don't get to double order surge here.
I switched. I'm not using the doomed die, and I still rolled a 13.
But the more fun point of that for me, my friends and neighbors, is the 13 clock is at 12. On the clock of 13 numbers, we're at 12.
Bro, that is not dank.
You know,
It's so dank.
can I suggest something, Philip?
No. Oh, yes, actually. If it's
I think
harmful,
it's
then sure.
Well, I think more like just to add to the sense of impending doom. At some point in the corner, you should have like an actual clock image that like.
Yeah, for sure. We
What I've been
need
trying
a
to do,
doomsday
I
clock.
can't find what I want to get. Is I want to get like one of those like teaching clock things where I can like do the dial behind, but I need to print a custom face with 13 numbers on it.
It's like the labyrinth clock.
The labyrinth clock and or the haunted mansion clock. So
For sure.
with that, yes, we definitely need the impending doom, but we are at 12. 12 hour 13.
Does more importantly, does 16 hit, bro?
16 does hit, so yeah, Chip, please roll your damage on that. And for this, it is a D6, and you'll get to add 1.
Looks like Lacrosse rolled the better 13, bruh.
Better. I think dying is better. All right. 1d6 plus 1. Come on. Why? 6.
7. This one also, you shoot and you see the shot like spindles off one of the arms, which she still seems to be able to use, this mannequin, but like the head is also kind of lolling off in a strange way. That is your turn. Do you move at all? If you do, you'll probably provoke an op attack, but anything else you want to do?
Well, Kitty's behind me still, right?
Kitty's behind. Yeah, you.
Yeah, no, I'm not moving.
You're doing that. All right, great. Rax, it is your
I'm
turn.
gonna like pose like.
Yeah.
Excellent. Rax looks around. Does Rax see a door?
Yes, there is a door in the back of this room. So you went into what you would probably recognize, at least the idea of like a food stall. So once the door to this food stall was open, one of these monsters appeared. You ran around it, shot it in the back of the head, and now you can't find any stuff, but you do see a door in the back here. Yes, you do.
Okay. Rax goes to the door and opens it.
You open the door, you see a hallway extending in both directions, many other doors leading into presumably other food stalls along the way. But at the far end of the door, of this hallway, you see this one door with this like red light over it and strange sigils.
Is Rax
Okay,
gonna
I
like
go towards it.
run? Bro?
So you'll just take off.
Well, yes.
Understood. So Rax, you rush towards the sigil. You can make it almost to the door by the end of your turn.
Yo, little man, you abandoning us?
Is it almost to the door?
Almost to the door. You're not quite there.
Okay.
That's
Then
with
I
like
will-
dashing and everything. Yeah.
Cool. Before I do any of that,
Yes.
I will bonus action hide so nobody sees me go.
Understood. So you'll kind of move a little more stealthily. Go for it. Yeah.
Yes. That's gonna be an 8.
An 8.
It's very sneaky
So
today.
all of you hear the door opening behind, because like you're kind of all like up against this. You hear the door opening. You see the little guy run through the door, and you
not
clearly see
cool.
which direction he goes through the door, and he disappears.
Yo, Chaz, I think we were set up, man.
Chaz, it
Yeah, I
is
think
your
you're right.
turn.
There's one more right in front of me, right?
There is one more right in front of you.
You set up.
I think that one I missed its turn, but Chaz, I'm going to let you go. Let's keep this on the sword.
That's a little bit of horror for everyone, you know,
Yeah.
including the horror master.
Exactly.
Okay, that's gonna be a 12 to hit.
12 hits.
Fantastic. I
And
love
this
it.
one only had one hit point left.
Well, I would have OK'd a fresh one, baby, because that would have been an 8 damage right there.
Dang. So you just tear this one up. So now you see there are like 3 more coming. There's 4 on the ground around you. 3 more coming, and you see in the distance like a couple of other forms kind of walking. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna yell. Yeah, we should probably go in that way. I mean, like, there might be an exit out the back, and we can find this little fucker who set us up.
Yeah, sure. Man.
And I'll move 30 feet with my movement.
30 feet, you can kind of go through the door, and they'll be about like 5 feet into the hall, and you do see the goblin like running, you know.
Yeah, he's down this way. Yeah, there's an exit, and I see the exit sign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who
there's
said it
exit
was
down
an
this way.
exit sign? Ooh, yeah.
You know, look, Chaz's wisdom is a 7, but his intelligence is an 11. Okay, so
It's an
fine.
exit sign, yes, correct.
Yeah, he could get like a 1730 on the SATs. Okay.
Lovely. All right,
Out of the way.
Rax and Chaz. So at that point,
Bro, they got rid of that.
so basically the 2 of you, Chip and Kitty, are left standing there. Chaz has run. One of these creatures kind of comes up to the other one that tried to frighten you, and it will also try to frighten Chip. So once again, Chip, wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, one of these.
I will say, however, that as you've done this many times, this like doesn't feel natural. Like something magical is happening. Something unright is happening.
Well, that is a 3.
A 3.
So I got a 5.
5. And this time, you fought it off so much, but this time there is this sense of like terror as you see this thing, and I'll even say for a split second as you look at it, it doesn't look like a mannequin. It looks like as if its body is still like unliving but malicious construct. Its body formed of sticks and straw. Its head sort of burlap and scarecrow-like. As if it's like manifesting as these mannequins or something, or they're possessing it, but is the spirit of this malevolent scarecrow is what you're seeing. But you're so paralyzed with fright, you cannot move until the end of its next turn, and that brings us to the other mannequin who's going to run up to you and try to attack you. The first strike is a natural 20. What is your current hit point total, and what is your hit point maximum?
4 and 8.
4 and 8. Okay, so if I do more than 12 on this, you're down. I do not, however. I roll 3 1s on the d4s that I just rolled, where I roll like 2 4s. So you are down, but you are still conscious. Also, if you wind up getting raised, technically speaking, the paralysis is gone right now because you're.
Am I at 1?
No, you are not at 1. You're at 0 because I did much more than 4. But
Oh.
I didn't go all the way to get you to the negative thing. So that is its turn. It will, however, make another strike on you. That one will hit. So take 2 death saving throw failures. As this thing's like ripping into the body, and Kitty, you see like blood spurting up from it as Chip is like frozen still with fear, although maybe the fear has passed because of the pain.
Can I just I'm like convulsing.
Yeah.
But I can't say anything.
So that's their turn. Kitty, you're up in initiative.
So what? There's just blood and guts everywhere.
Blood is spewing out of Chip as this thing's tearing him open, just like kind of stabbing into the heart. Yes.
Oh my god.
And this one is dressed as this one is dressed as like, this is kind of like a gal about town. She's in like pedal pushers and like a little like cardigan. She's just like
Killed by a milk.
She's like,
Hey, there are worse ways to go at, bro.
I just like remember Chip jumping in front of the other mannequin for me, so I'm just like, and like start running forward and start stabbing her with my.
Go for it,
pom-pom.
stab.
Okay.
Yo, I think I won the heart of our cheerleader.
That was a 7.
A 7. She, while stabbing, she like blocks, kind of like knocks your you don't lose your pom-pom, it kind of like knocks it aside and just kind of like smiles at you and kind of prepares to go in for another slice. Another one of these mannequins now will close the 30 feet, sort of like looking at you as it does. This one is this is like a guy dressed in, this is like more like polo shirt, kind of like polo khakis, real like dad casual day, a very J. Crew kind of vibe. And he kind of walks up and he walks to you and kind of goes like this. And then right into Chip. That one will hit Chip. So Chip, that is your third. So Chip is dead. And then kind of pulls the bloody hand out and kind of, and then slaps it straight at you, Kitty, with his second attack.
R.I.P. Chip.
Kitty, does a 12 hit your armor class?
Yes.
All right. Ooh, I roll 7 points of damage on that.
Oh god, I'm at -2.
So Kitty goes down. Chip is down. Rax and Chaz, it is your turn now. You hear screaming behind you, Chaz, for whatever it's worth. Rax, you're about 10 feet.
Can I see them or?
No, you already you had like, well.
I turned the corner. Like I thought I just moved past the doorway.
You moved past the doorway. I said 5 feet, so yeah, I'll say you could probably still see that slightly. So, but it's Rax's turn first. So you saw those things descend, and like Kitty ran back to save, and now Chip is gone, and Kitty is down, and like is like very injured, and they're descending on Kitty to rip her to shreds.
Oh
my god. Rax isn't looking at any of that.
Yeah, Rax
is leaving.
Door ahead of you, Rax.
Rax goes out
Wonderful.
the door.
Rax runs another 20 feet to kind of a door. Rax pushes the door open. There is a woo 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 siren sound begins. But Rax, why don't you make a perception check as you look out here?
11.
11. All right. Oh, once again, we have the rip. Hey, congratulations on being back-to-back deaths, by the way, Liv.
Yeah, for sure.
Last out, first. Yeah, exactly. An 11, huh? All right.
You're catching up on all the deaths that the rest of us have experienced.
You see back here, Rax. Like in the distance, you can see those same sigils on the ground and some of those lamps in the sky, kind of the strange magic. But right back here, it. Oh God, am I gonna do it like this? I probably will. Rax, you can smell the dogs. They're coming from this large green, like object, kind of this large green box. It seems to have like a black lid on it, and it's in the back of this thing. It looks like an armored case, and yet the top of it is open, and you can smell the dogs. And you still
Max investigates the armored case.
Okay, you walk over to it, make an investigation check.
That is a 11. But
Oh,
he's got a -2 to investigation.
Yes! Oh, snap. All right. So, the first question is...
By the way, Philip, I'm going to send you something via email that you probably would like to look at for this specific type of event.
Okay.
Yeah.
We do not trigger another horror surge, but we do trigger with number 13. Oh boy, friends and neighbors.
We had 13.
That was 13.
13,
That was the
13?
13-13s.
I'm so happy I was here for this momentous experience.
All right.
Bruh, can I come back from the dead?
Depending
Yeah,
on
it's
what
one of
happens
them.
in a second, you very well might can. So, Rax, what you see here as you look around is there is a locking mechanism on this thing, but the locking mechanism is not locked. The top is open. One thing you do notice as you kind of like peer up over the top, there's this black sack of this kind of like strange, reflective, thin material, and you can tell the odor that you seek is coming from that sack. But you also see something else. What's your passive, actually?
13.
You do see something else.
I mean, it's 13.
In this armored box, amongst other pieces of like all sorts of interesting treasures that you like, this must be a cool safe that they have back here. All these like cool broken things and other very nice smelling bags. There is a broken up figure like the ones that have been chasing you. This one is unclothed. And it's in the box, just motionless.
Can I grab the bag from where I am?
Reaching over the thing.
Can my 3-foot self grab the bag from where
I
I
would
am?
say
outside of the
make an
box?
athletics check to try to like. Actually, no, that's not athletics. Stretching, yeah, it is. Yeah, you're trying to like stretch, like reach, still hold onto the thing. Make a check to try to grab it without going into the box.
Okay. 2.
You fall into the box. As you pull a little thing. But you do get your hand on the thing. I'm going to say that's all the movement you have, and that's an action. You can use your bonus action, of course.
I will continue to use my bonus action to hide.
So make one more stealth check.
Ooh, 25.
Beautiful. So you hide under the stuff. I'm actually going to let this. We're gonna trigger this kind of as. So Chaz, you were like about. Yeah, like 30. The door is about 30 feet from you. Actually, yeah, about it's more like 40 feet. Really, it's like a dash to get out through the door.
Yeah, I've run more than that when I'm clearing the ball. You know, I'm like a 2-way midfielder, so
Absolutely.
it's like not that hard.
So they're torn up and you're like out, and you will rush outside.
I mean, look, I'm so heartbroken about this, but like, I mean, look, I'm a realist, and there's nothing I can do about this. Like, what do you want me to do? Go in there and die and make my dad sad? No,
Don't make
absolutely
your
not.
dad sad.
I love my father.
So with that, as you charge outside, Kitty is ripped to shreds. Feeling
Yikes.
these things, just you're outside. What you see is a couple dumpsters out back. But then
Do I see the little guy that let us in this whole thing?
you may make a free perception check.
Well, I have a -2 to perception, so that's going to be a 15 overall.
15 overall. You, with the stealth he did, you do not see him.
Sick. How'd that little guy do? Did you scale the wall?
Where is it? Yeah, you look around, you cannot see hide nor hair. So, friends and neighbors, here we go. The moment we're waiting for as the dread storm begins. So, Chaz, you've stepped out there. Rax, you're hiding under some bags in a thing. And at this
Treasure
point,
vault.
I would need. Who would like to do the honors for this? I think for this one, I'm just going to do a single. So, who would like to make a roll for me?
I'll make one from beyond the grave.
Please make one from Beyond the Grave,
yeah.
Chip, and you are going to specifically be rolling a D12.
This is the only benefit that water polo ever got you, Chip.
Bruh, you really talking smack after I died saving your ass?
Yeah, I mean, one man's savior is another man's dead man.
Oh, I can't wait for you to die, bro. Oh, I rolled a D12. I rolled a 1.
A 1. Okay. Very interesting.
See, here's the thing here is, like, I know, like, Philip reacted like that to a 1, but I know he'd react like that to every number equally.
There is some truth. Well, it's because I forgot about how fun the stuff is, and when I just saw what is happening here, you have done something crazy. So, Chaz, you look, and suddenly the sky above you opens up.
Like it rains or like a rift opens up?
Like, the sky breaks apart.
Oh, shit.
And what you see pouring out of it is a growing field of this kind of, like, rainbow-colored, like, energy that just starts crackling. Crossing through it, and you see it kind of crossing through the mist and the clouds and the fog on the ground, and just as it impacts, it's like bursting apart in this sort of these black plumes in all directions. You see a shape kind of, and is your passive perception 8? Is that correct?
Yeah, my passive perception is 8.
Then you see no shape moving behind it in the sky. You simply see the sky opening up, and you're like, what is going on?
One thing I've seen open up like that was like the next town over's like defense, and we just farmed a shred to beat them 13-2.
You also can feel this wave is rushing towards your position. We are moving out of initiative. We're now moving into more of a skill challenge for the two who are currently alive. Rax, we'll go to you first. You hear this crazy sound above. What would you like to do?
Peer out of the treasure vault.
Make your perception check as you peer out of the treasure vault.
That's a 13 on the die.
Beautiful.
And a 16.
Already starting them again. This is amazing.
Wow, we're just killing it tonight.
I made you some 13 clocks.
I see this. They're very that's fantastic. We need to get a 13 clock for sure. I'm
gonna come chill.
Okay.
Even though I'm dead.
So that gets you a 16?
Yes.
16. With a 16, you see there is some kind of you're sure it's magic, but it seems like a kind of magic you haven't seen. It's all kind of the same crazy stuff. If you'd like to throw an Arcana check on top of it, you're welcome to. But right now there is some magical field like ripping the sky in half over there.
That's a 9.
A 9.
So.
You're like, fucked if I know. What would you sort of like to do here now? You see this rift happening and like the mist under it breaking apart.
Yes, I think Rax is going to close the treasure chest and hide in there.
Hide in the treasure chest. I love it.
Yes.
Wonderful.
He's
Find
gonna,
in-
So-
he's gonna close the lid.
Make a stealth check
Get
on
down.
that, if you would.
12. So 18.
18. So unfortunately, Chaz, you do not notice the lid being closed with Rax in it.
I mean, what I don't know can't hurt me, right? So it's not unfortunate for me.
Precisely. Chaz, what would you like to do?
So,
And I'm gonna start eating
Yeah,
if I can.
sure.
Yeah.
You're just like,
So-
okay.
if there's one thing I know, it's that when there's a storm, you automatically drop your stick, right? So, free action, I'm just gonna drop my stick because, like, I don't want to get struck by lightning. It's like just calm. Every lax bro knows that. And then, is there a place like? Obviously, I'm not going back inside because that's just crazy. Is there a place I can take shelter? Like I know cars are good. If there's no cars or anything else around in which I can take shelter.
You don't see a car. Like, there's a couple cars in like far in the parking lot. You could maybe try to run to them, and like if you're dropping your stick, it would be hard to bash your way in. You do also see there's this dumpster right here.
I mean, a dumpster's looking pretty enticing.
Okay.
Yeah, go jump in the trash.
I don't want to get all sneaky and gross, but I can always shower later, and my father can buy me new clothing, and also I don't want to get torn to shreds by going back inside, so I'm gonna have to jump in the dumpster.
All right. So basically, Rax, you're just like, okay, rip open the bag, start eating these dogs. By the way, these dogs, even though they've been thrown away, they're whatever they did to these dogs, they coated them in bread and put them on sticks. You're not sure what tastes better, the dog or the coating or the stick, but it's all delicious.
So good. So good. It's great. You can pick your teeth after you eat it and then
Exactly.
eat the pick. It's
so
perfect.
You're doing this. You see the lid open, and Chaz.
Can I try and close it?
Like
As a reaction?
Sure. Yeah. Go ahead, and you can try to make a.
No.
That would be just a acrobatics check, I guess.
Oh, acrobatics?
Sure.
14.
So basically, make an athletics check to contest that, Chaz.
Athletics, you said?
Yeah.
It's gonna be. Sorry, this is a non-natural 13, so just an 11 on the die.
So basically, you open it and you feel resistance, but you're like, so you see the goblin just like slamming the thing in there. I'm gonna say at this point, Rax,
Yes.
that naked, weird-bodied thing that's kind of folded up in here with you.
Yes.
With your passive perception, you see the head just go, looking at you. It's gonna attack you.
No. I knew this was going to happen.
However, the first attack is an 8.
Ah, it misses.
The second attack, they only have +3 to hit. I've rolled some low ones on these, but this one's a 16.
That hits.
So, you will take 7 points of damage.
Are we sure about that?
I am.
Oh, I have a D8 for hit points, right?
You were fully healed.
Right.
So that probably
I
leaves
have
you
a
with
6
1.
I have 6 on my sheet, but I just want to make sure.
Oh, because you
because
took
he's small.
That's right. You're a 6. You're only 6. So you're down as this thing sees you and it's like that's its turn.
Ow.
Chaz, so you're unconscious, but we'll do some death saves. Chaz, you're up. Is a continent.
Do I
also-
saw that happen?
No, he closed the lid. So your turn is
I'm
you
gonna-
could open the lid if you wanted to.
I'm gonna try and open the lid.
You open the lid and you see the little goblin with like this like spiky protrusion coming out of this half busted up mannequin, just like has stabbed through it, and it looks up at you. And you're just
Oh shit!
there.
I'm running. I'm off.
It is going
I'm
to
off.
it is going to op attack you.
Do I get like partial cover or something? Because
I
I'm
am
like,
going to give you
outside
partial
the,
cover. Actually, yes.
outside the.
I'm going to give you
the-
partial cover since you're out of the thing, but you are moving.
Sweet,
You
yeah.
are within
Oh,
5.
No,
so you're
yeah,
in the
I'm
thing.
out of there. I'm out of there. I'm
Partial
just
cover.
sprinting.
So let's
I
actually.
can sprint really fast. I'm like
Chaz,
always
no.
I am going to give you
You
3
play
quarters
across
cover.
or are you on the track?
So I'll give you a +5.
Brogob. Brogob, help.
So wait, sorry. What did you say?
I'm going to give you a +5. to your
Okay,
AC.
cool.
So what's that get you to?
That gets me to a 16,
16.
I think. Right? Yeah.
Well, I only rolled a 6 on the die, so that is a 9.
I mean, look, I'd love to take you, little man, but like, you set us up here. Actually, now I'm thinking maybe it didn't set us up, but I still can't carry you.
So where are you going?
So where in relation? So where? In
So basically,
relation to...
like, you know, building behind you, full of things trying to kill you, tearing up your friends.
Yeah, no, that's a no-go.
Dumpster, goblin,
That's a no-go.
little kid getting eaten, kid in a weird mask getting eaten in there.
Oh wait, I think he's a kid though. Oh god, I have to try and bring him with me.
Sure. You know what?
I do think it's a
If
kid.
we can retcon
Gob.
because you already did. If you want to grab him and run, you can do that.
Yeah.
He's small enough, so you
I'll
pick
have
up
to save a small child.
you pick up the
Yeah, I couldn't
kid
save
and
the
you
girl.
run with him. This does, however, cause all of the dogs spill out. I'll say that you still have your weapons on you. You're carrying them. Okay, that means as you run away, and so yeah, are you running like sideways along the building? Or are you running away from the building towards the parking lot?
well, I know there's
this
a
stuff
storm.
is like in the distance, about maybe like 50, 100 feet away. Like it's like,
I mean, so
coming. Actually, it'll be further.
alongside the. I guess did we all drive here in a?
Your car's like if you run around the building, if your deal is now you're sprinting to your car. Here's what we're gonna do. You make an athletics check and you make your first death saving throw, Rax.
Oh shoot! Natural one.
Nat 1. What'd you get?
I rolled a 13 on the die on my athletics check
Oh my god.
for a total of a 15.
Bruh, you came in to play with us for one day and you get all of us killed and triggered the freaking
I feel I brought in a
Armageddon.
ringer.
So.
Cursed.
Okay. You have triggered another horror surge.
Another full-on surge or is it 13?
I rolled a 13 after your 13, which
Oh my
brings
God.
us to... Oh, cool. So, as the sky is going wild above you, you hear cackling overhead, Jazz. And you look up, and you see flying as if in like a twisted... sort of like a twisted twist. Nope, that's the wrong thing. It's sort of twisted mockery of a flying V. You see 13 heads, skulls, babbling and muttering, kind of coming out of the sky. Some seem to have like snakes coming out of them. Others have a single eye. Some are tusked. Others are just like human, but they're just all hideous and they're all flying around. And they seem to be descending towards you. You will need... okay, so to get to your car, the way I'm doing this is you basically need 60 points of athletics checks.
Cool.
So go ahead and make another one, and Rax make another a death save.
Okay, that's 16.
16.
Again, I have, aside from 119, I'm like 3 I rolled in the die. I have rolled only 11s, 12s, 13s, and 14s. This is amazing.
So what does that get your total to?
The total athletics points?
Yeah.
31.
31. Okay, cool. So you're halfway there. You can see your car in the distance. Rax, what are we at?
Rax is dead.
Oh, no. You feel kind of the body shuddering. A goblin that... Oh, poor goblin.
God,
2 horror surges and a dreadstorm. This is my lucky night. Thank you so much for being here, Dan. All right, so
happy to help.
Bro, Gob.
as you are running
Curse.
through this, you can feel this body kind of limp, but you're just at this point you're probably still running. Make your next athletics check, and they will make a check to come toward you. These things.
Oh, man. 13 total, but not on the die. So that puts me at 44.
All right, 44. Nice.
Again, it's an 11 though on the die. This is insane.
All right. Do any of these clowns have any kind of reach? They don't. Okay, so you're at 44 right now.
Yeah,
Make an athletics check.
big money. Oh no, that's only 11 total, so that'll 56, 55.
Wonderful.
I can
so
do math. Yeah.
you're rushing and you're so close to your car, and that is when these death's heads just descend upon you.
Oh no.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna throw one of each of them at you. The first is this kind of like tusked, like monstrous face that's just gonna try to gnash at you. That is a 16 to hit.
Oh yeah, that'll hit, bruh.
All right, and that one deals.
That'll hit.
Oof, that's so much damage. These things are these are a CR 1/2. Okay, that deals you 15 points of damage.
Yeah, I'm unconscious.
Are you
I'm
dead?
not,
Dead?
Like, no. I got 11 hit points.
Gotta live with
I'm
it. Okay,
sick.
so like this first one just bites you, and you look up as you kind of like drop the body, and you see that body's completely limp, like he's out for sure.
So
But then
I'm unconscious there.
another
yeah.
one of the sorry. In this game, you're not unconscious. You see it all happen.
Right,
So
yeah,
now
I fell down there.
another one of these heads comes down, and this one is Gorgon-like, has snakes moving about, and it is going to bite down upon you. I will use this die for this. But you are prone on the ground, so that will be a 14 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Wonderful. So that is two fails. You also begin to see your body like turning like slightly to stone. And then there is this like dead goblin. And then there is this cackling sound as this one-eyed head swoops down upon you and delivers the final blow, a 20 to hit.
And I'm thinking, wow, that guy would not have great depth perception.
Yeah, exactly.
Got some vicious head, bruh.
I'm sick, going out the way. I died to the thing I loved.
Oh my god.
You died getting head, and I got killed by a MILF.
Wow. You
Yeah,
did get
that's
killed by a
pretty
MILF.
bad
That's
lie.
pretty cool. You guys, and you did see, I think before you were dead, you did see that girl came back for you.
Yeah.
She came back. She was like,
I won.
yeah.
I won.
Wow. So, I mean, 2 horror surges. I really thought you were gonna make it to your car.
I was so close. If I had like just rolled a little better.
So, as that occurs, what none of you see is this sort of like strange wave of energy expanding out and completely encompassing the mall.
That's no good.
Bruh.
A couple of mannequins probably like step out
rough.
in curiosity, and some of these death heads look up. And shortly thereafter, they are all shot with arrows, and they fall. The mist spreads out from here, and now the mall is gone. It is replaced with a stone fortress. Surrounding which are several small figures. Were any of you alive to see them? You might, in fact, we'll say maybe Chaz, and your like dying eyes, you're like looking around and seeing this as they've all disappeared. Perhaps Rax the same thing, and kind of the last thing. Rax, for a moment, you think you see goblins. You see a bunch of small figures, wearing kind of cloaks. They have bows and arrows. Some have swords. They're surrounding this fortress. And then, as they sort of step more clearly and begin looking around kind of nervously, their hideous faces are behind masks. And they all pull their hoods down, removing their masks. And in the area, there are a bunch of children. Many have scars on their faces, strange markings as if they've been injured at some point. They range in age from 5 to maybe 12 or 13. They're glancing around. One of them, a little girl, looks up and says, "Where are we?" One of the older children, she'll reply, "I don't know. There may be magic here, though. Everyone inside. Activate all of the security we have. Find out what those things were." And they sort of begin collecting the sort of bodies, including those of Chaz and one of them says, "Goblin, there is a goblin here." "Oh, that doesn't mean anything of itself. Bring it. And these kids begin picking up these bodies and going into this fortress. A dread storm has shifted the boundaries of the domains of dread. And now the orphans of the Eldritch from Arcana Bane, thanks to the one rolled by Liv, have entered paradise. The paradise Galleria is no more. No one else can get a corn dog in town. Instead, what they can
Real
get
tragedy.
is the orphans of the Eldritch. I think that's where we're going to end tonight's game.
Yeah. Dang.
This served as almost like a this was kind of like a little coda on the first continuous story.
Yeah.
I really thought Rax might have made it out of there.
Oh man, Rax would have been good if he didn't go for the dogs. Just stay away from the
Gotta go for
dogs.
the dogs.
Well, the worst part is it's like you see the dogs, you see one of those things in there, but you're like, that one's already dead. It's fine. Yeah.
It just he had to, you know.
Oh, no, I get it. It's
a hungry
reasonable.
boy.
Well, the situation has greatly changed. Of course, for our returning players, there will be numerous opportunities, which we can discuss at a later date before we determine who everyone's playing next. But
I think, this will be the first time we don't have someone from the previous session in the next one.
yes,
We'll have Andrew though.
Right, but I mean like alive from the last session.
Live from last session, but yes,
to carry through,
We entirely did. Yeah.
well, but we might. But in that case, we'll then cut back to Will Scarlet. Like Rax ran off, we follow what happened to Rax.
Oh, yeah.
Some stuff, but now we can happen with Will Scarlet. Maybe you guys can all be guests at a really chill dinner party. Because I'm telling you, that angel is so nice. As long as Alice isn't there, Angel's the nicest guy in the world.
Well, Alice is dead.
Questionable. I don't like angels.
Super excited to bring Philip out though, so it's gonna be cool.
Yeah.
My next character, Philip, you.
He has a
I
character
feel like
named Philip.
both the characters I
Won't
have in
be
this
confusing.
work.
Did you just quick change into your next character?
I did.
Just
You
seems
notice?
ready to go.
I got the
God.
athletic outfit on here.
I was ready.
There you go.
Oh no! Oh man, I'd almost want to do that, but yeah,
No,
I think
we're
we're.
good.
I think we're.
That's why I left. I was like, I gotta
We
go.
hit a natural stopping point.
It's a natural stopping point. Yeah,
No, yeah,
you know what?
totally makes sense.
TPK, natural stopping.
TPK. Go pull up TPK on Spotify by Jason Charles Miller.
There you go.
Yes.
Well, guys,
There's
this
a
was
song.
super fun. Thank you so much, Dan. I hope you enjoyed your time here.
That
in
was-
paradise.
Truly a delight. Yeah. I mean, what else can I say? What can I say that hasn't been said already?
Yeah. Wow, you guys rolled. This also is the session with the maximum, this is the winning session. We had 5 natural 13s. How many of those were yours, Dan?
I had 2,
2?
maybe 3. No, I
No,
at
you
least
had-
2. I had
I
3.
think you had 3, dude. Because I only rolled 1.
You rolled 1.
I know Jed rolled 1.
Jed rolled 1, and you didn't roll
Yeah, so
any.
you had-
I rolled a big one too.
Yeah.
You
I rolled
rolled
a 13 that made 13.
the 1. Yeah, the 13.
I rolled 1.
Well, I guess, and I rolled 13s. Well, I guess both 13s I rolled then triggered the horror surges, right?
Yeah, you're massively cursed.
You triggered both. You triggered both horror surges. That's right.
Let's get it.
Cursed.
Let's
That is
get it.
exciting.
Get
Well,
it.
well, this
me-
was fun. At next,
Let me know next time you want me back.
absolutely, we'll love to have you. Anytime things are going too well, I will bring you straight in. Yes, that'll be great. And yeah, next time I think there will be a more definitive new chapter starting one way or another. Very cool stuff. All right. Well, thank you all. We'll see you on Monday if you care about superheroes, or next week if you care about this. Anybody else have stuff they want to plug? Please plug things if you like plugging things.
Just my Instagram.
No,
like
we good.
always.
We good.
Cool.
Drinking water is great. I plug
Drinking
that
water?
when I can.
If Chip and Chaz were alive, I'm sure they would have said funny stuff about plug anything you want to plug.
Yeah, for sure.
They're dead, and yeah.
Oh my god.
We will, but yes, we
Okay.
will leave it at that, and everyone have a dreadful night. Ooh, spooky, scary. Good night, everybody. Bye.
Your bags are packed, you're at the door. A taxi's on its way. There's nothing left to say. I'll give you back the ring. Don't look at me like that. You had to know it ends like this. Couldn't you feel it in my kiss? Not happily ever after anything. But don't give looking for is in another castle down the line. I feel like we've been running through somebody else's dreams. It isn't what it seems. I can't keep up this game. You're looking for someone to rule a kingdom by your side, but I'm nobody's bride. You need to know you're never gonna change.